Hey everybody, Bill Elliott here, and we're at Caddo Lake State Park, where we just got through staying 4 days and 3 or 4 nights in cabin number 2, which is Dos in Spanish. But anywho, the one you're looking at now is not cabin number 2, that is cabin number 3. As you can tell, as we cross the tree here. But it's part of cabin number 2. 2 and 3 are together as a duplex type cabin. They call them historical cabins because they were built back in the 30s, back with the CCC camps. But it's a nice cabin, so let's get into it and I'll tell you all about it. So as I mentioned before, cabin number 2 is a part of a duplex cabin. Not only that, it's also part of a cabin compound. So it's not private as you may think it is. It's not out in the woods, so to speak, but it's part of a group of cabins. So you lose a little bit on privacy. There's also certain rules that apply to a group type setting, which will be found inside the cabin. One thing I wanted to mention, it was a little bit of a walk from the car and parking space to the actual cabin itself. And you also have these stairs to climb up, which makes for a little bit of work, loading and unloading. So my suggestion is you get one of those fold up and fold down dollies or carts. You can carry all your stuff in one trip. Outside, you got a picnic table. They don't want you putting up any awnings, which is understandable. No fire pit, but you do have this grill that we used pretty much the whole time, each and every day. You have these nice light posts outside that light up with a photo cell, come on at night, as well as lights throughout the campground area or the cabin area. All right, let's take a look inside. Again, one of the best features of this one is the porch, because even though it rained on us, we got to sit on the porch and enjoy the view. However, the view that we had was our neighbor across the way, which was okay. He was a nice guy. However, he may have got tired of us looking at him because we were always trying to figure out what he was doing. And he was probably trying to figure out what we were doing as well. You get to see your neighbors come and go, which is fine if you like doing that sort of thing. However, you kind of don't have much privacy as you would think in a cabin. All right, well, let's go inside. First of all, we have this heavy-duty screen door, which is probably about the heaviest screen door I've ever seen in my life, but it has to be well built for the state of Texas and the Texas State Parks and Wildlife Department. Again, we're in cabin number 2. It's got a very heavy-duty door, which was probably hand-built, custom, very heavy. As you come in, you got your kitchen and restroom on the left, a table that you can use, pull out, 4 chairs. Nice blinds here. You can open and shut, raise as needed. And yes, the windows do work. So if it gets too warm, you can always raise a window for some air. Kitchen has a stovetop with 2 burners. Have a coffee pot there, an under-counter light, a nice large farmhouse sink with hot water, microwave. It worked, did just fine for us. Plenty of cabinet space you can store all your stuff in. Under counter space, 2 drawers you can put your silverware and stuff in, and nice under counter space there. A nice little fridge, which may or not be here when you get here. They may change it out with a different one, but for now, in particular to cabin number 2, it has a freezer, which does work. It does freeze things, and a refrigerator there on the bottom, which we used as well, along with the cooler. Restroom facilities. You have a sink, you have a toilet, you have a little shelf there, with a couple of hooks to hang a towel or what have you. Toilet paper, of course. And then you also have a nice full-size shower with hot running water. You want to know what's behind the door? It is a closet for the cleaning people, which is locked. Going into the cabin itself, some rule signage. Let's see if I get that. No pets in cabin area. More rules here on the back of the door since they are historic cabins. No firewood burning, no awnings, tents, hammocks, fire rings, etc. permitted in the cabin area. Plenty of seating for 4, which isn't the most comfortable seating I've sat in, but it did the job. Fireplace is not a wood burning fireplace. It is a gas fireplace that you operate with this little timer. And there you go. Instant fire, which will quit in about 60 minutes. And it doesn't put out much heat, hardly any at all. So you also have a central AC and heat over here, which is operated by this thermostat on the wall, which, by the way, works a little too well because it does get warm in the bedrooms. Have a little cleaning closet here with a fire extinguisher, a broom. You can use to clean up after yourself. I'm going to leave it for you, so I hope it's still here. I didn't notice this until now, but it had little pegs so you can hang your coats on, or extra things that you can hang from the pegs here. This room here I would call the master bedroom because it's bigger than the other one. Has a bed. I want to say it's a queen size bed. It's got a little shelf there in the corner. Little picture on the wall. Attic crawl space. Fire alarm. This bedroom has the most extensive closet with some hangers, a little closet rod, a little cabinetry underneath, some shelving, and more closet hanging rod there. All right, now we're going to move on to bedroom number 2, which I'm going to call the guest bedroom, which has a smaller closet area with shelving and a little cabinetry underneath. Another bed. I don't know if that's a queen size bed or a full size bed, so I'll leave that up to you. I don't think it's queen size though, even though it's advertised as such. Got a fire alarm, and you've got a fireplace, which don't get too excited because it doesn't work. They've got it boarded up. Even if it did, I guarantee you it would get too warm in here, because it gets too warm in here now as it is with the central AC and heat. The blinds do work. Have a nice view of the wooded area outside. This window, you have the view to the other cabin, so not much privacy there. All right, we'll take a look outside now. Then back to the porch area. Again, you got a view of all your neighbors, which is fine. And you got this nice space outside. Got a little bit of a drop off out here in the backyard area. If you have small kids, you might want to watch out for that. We did, and we did. Nice fireplace here. I'm going to leave those windows open for whoever wants to sneak over and take a look. Here's the back side of the cabin, which is actually cabin number 2, which is a part of the duplex. And that's it. That's it for cabin number 2. And hope you get to have a good time just like we did. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.